Hi folks, welcome back to the Deranged Reader. Alrighty, so this is going to be my final video for this week, and then next week I will be giving you another video. I'm going to go back to uploading videos like once a week. So April's been really an amazing month. I know everyone's like, oh yeah, it's the halfway point to before we get to Halloween, and my brother in the kitchen, he has his own, he's like, he loves making fun of me about, oh, Halloween, your favorite time of the year, the time you can take off your mask and be who you are. um, but anyways, so I had borrowed from Kindle Unlimited 4 horror books, and this is the third one. This is the Gravediggers Almanac, and I don't have the book on me right now because I returned it back to Kindle Unlimited. But the Gravediggers Almanac was written by an author. I can't even pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. And it starts off with this man who finds himself in this coffin, and it turns out that, of course, he's alive, and that was something that was a real problem back then, people being buried alive. And the idea that you're in this confined space and you have no way out is absolutely horrific. Finally, they find his body, and it sets off this investigation into like secret society, and this guy this murderer who thinks that he's killing vampires, and all sorts of different types of stuff. And it also is you have this woman called Lisa who works for the police department. I don't remember what she did in the department, but I know it wasn't as an investigator because women weren't allowed to do that back then. But our main character named Leo, who happens to be Jewish in a time when anti-Semitism is actually accepted, discovers that Lisa has a daughter. And Lisa's daughter is a byproduct of rape. And this is something that was very common back then. Women did not have the ability to say no. No, I don't want to be with you. No, I don't want this. No, leave me alone. Stop bothering me. Things like that. Things that we now, I take for granted as a society, that, yeah, a woman says no, you're not allowed to do that. And if you continue to do that, you will go to prison for it. The thing about Lisa and her relationship with her daughter is it's very maternal. She loves her little girl, even though she's a byproduct of rape. She does not view this as a issue for the daughter. Like, yeah, you didn't ask to be here, but I love you to death. And I mean, literally, the maternal instinct that Lisa has for her daughter is so powerful. So I love that about Lisa's character. She is a doting mother. She loves her little girl, no matter how she came about to be. And also think that is the attitude that women who are the victims of rape, who have their rapist children, their maternal instincts are so much more stronger. Now, this is not to say that there weren't women that had illegal abortions. There were. But Lisa was never one of those types of people. This is very much against her beliefs to actually do this. And she has all these really wonderful memories that she can look back on with fondness and with just that feeling. Not that she looks at the actual act with fondness, but she is just a wonderful, wonderful mother. And her daughter is at that age where her daughter could be literally killed by this madman. One of the things about this book is that there's a theme, and the theme is that monsters can live behind masks, especially if they work for the police department. And it turns out that Leo's boss, or not boss, but like the guy that he was under, is actually a part of this secret society. But the person actually doing it is also another officer, and he has a very kind of weird, twisted view about women, and also he actually believes that there are such a thing as vampires, and what he does to these little girls is absolutely horrific. But also it goes in with a time when there was an actual belief in vampires. And in fact, even today in America, there are some graves that bear the signs of that particular time period. I have to warn people, the Gravediggers Almanac has some anti-Semitic themes in it, but the author is like, yeah, I'm using these in the historical context and all that. So anyways, I enjoyed the book a lot. I gave it 5 stars on Amazon. And, yeah. Now, am I going to get the Gravedigger's daughter? No, I'm not actually going to do that. In fact, I don't even know if I don't know if the Gravedigger's daughter is about the daughter of the character in the first book. But after that one book, I just like, I'm saying, it's too weird for me. It's too weird for me. And I'm known as the hard-working weird girl. Anyways, yeah, I'm the weird girl that people would rather have employed with them than the other people that don't necessarily believe in hard work. Anyways, so I am going to end it there. I do have one more book, and that is Dollhouse, which is on my Kindle. And then that will be it. That will end all of the horror books that I personally picked out for this month. The month ends on a Thursday, so I am hoping to get the book read by Thursday. But anyways, yeah. So this coming Monday, I have another book. It's one of those real quick, like 1 hour, 5 minute long books, which does prove that you necessarily don't actually have to have a long book. But yeah, so that book that I am going to be uploading my review of, I got those for free. It was like I didn't have to pay anything for it. So yeah. So I'm in it there, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay spooky, stay scary, and keep reading your horror books. Bye.